throughout May, there was still a lot more rainy, cold and grey days. But then the sunny days became more and more frequent until eventually spring won out altogether. Both in the village that I'm going to move to and in the small town that I live in now. Hello my dears, welcome to what is it, the vlog number 4. I just wanted to quickly give you a bit of an update. I'm still here outside my current house, my rented house. These are not my cars in the back. This is there are people living in my landlady's house obviously, and everybody parks there. But I have this lovely little spot and I often sit here in the morning working with my laptop. So yeah, I'm still not in my new house, and on the one hand it's lovely here. I'm not particularly in a particular hurry to get away. On the other hand, obviously I'd love for things to move forward a little faster. Well, this is Croatia, and in this country the pace of life is slower, which is lovely, but the pace of things getting done is unfortunately also slower. At the moment, I still don't have electricity in my new house, and nobody knows how long it's going to actually take for it to be reconnected. It's been dragging on for weeks now and nothing's happening. And until we don't have that, we can, of course, not start working. So yeah, do you know what? I could now say, oh, nothing happens, it's terrible. And I think there was a time in my life when I would have got really stressed about this. But for the most part, I don't now. I mean, every now and then I'm going like tearing my hair a little bit, but most of the time I'm determined to enjoy this process. It is an old house. There might be all sorts of problems that I don't even know about. Who knows whether the pipes and the water and everything still works. We can only try this out once everything is in working order again, right? And this could be really stressful, but I think I finally learned that lesson, to take life as it comes and to enjoy myself along the way. And being me, I have to say my passions really help along the way. That really takes my mind off things. So if there's one thing I've learned from this, is really to not stress about things that I have very little influence over, and to make the best of every single day. Not to wait until I'm in the new house, but to make the best of it now, to have fun now, to pursue my passions now. And hey, that's a lesson too, isn't it? There was some progress though. I got the keys to the castle, I did a lot of checking and measuring, and I looked at so much furniture online, which was a lot of fun. Hello. I'm just outside my house with the scent of the lilacs in my nose. And as you can probably see and hear, a spring shower happening right now. It's really only a shower, it's a small cloud. It's going to stop in about 5 minutes. I find that so refreshing and lovely. So I'm here waiting for my builder, who will have to check some more things. Dears, I'm sitting here in the very dirty and unplastered, as you can see, very dusty window of my new house. I just wanted to show you this, and my face is going to go dark because I want to show you the view. This is the view from the window. The thing is, I'll never get any work done here. I'll just sit here and look. And despite the fact that it's still very dusty and dirty and horrible right now, every time I come here, I feel like I don't want to leave. I just always have that feeling of, no, just stay here, just leave me here. And it's really not very homely right now. There's still mold that we need to get rid of. And oops, that was the door, sorry. Bit of a draft. Left the door open. So it's really not very inviting, and still I get this feeling here of serenity, of peace. And do you hear this? Yeah, me neither. It's just so quiet and peaceful here. So yeah, hopefully by next week there'll finally be electricity here, and then we can start the works and the renovation, and it can be done up. And then at some point, if everything goes right, at some point in the second half of June, I'll be able to actually move. I cannot wait. To take my mind off things and off the long wait, I spend sunny days by the coast flying my drone, and rainy days at home where Kiki, my landlady's cat, keeps visiting me and is trying to make it as hard as possible for me to leave him next month by being altogether too cute to be allowed. If there's one thing I don't love about Croatia, it's parcel delivery at 7:45 in the morning. It's way too early for me. But this is the first piece I got for the new house, so I thought I'd show you. I'm just opening this. And there's two of them. These are my new wall lamps. Let's have a look. I really hope they look like they did on the picture. This new house has wall lamps, so the main room doesn't have a ceiling light, but two wall lamps. And at the moment there's these really horrible 1960s, yeah, they're just really not nice. So I'm going to replace them. This is, yes, really beautiful. Oh, and they're not as big as I feared, because I don't want huge lamps there. It's a small room after all. Check this out. Okay. Hope you can see it. Now this gives a really golden glow. There was a picture in the on the website where I got this from. And there's two of those, one there and one on this side, so it's going to be a corner in the new house. And I think this is going to be beautiful. Last week then, the removals people came to take the old moldy furniture out of the new old house, which, as you may remember, I mentioned hasn't been lived in some years. It was a bit of an operation getting that removals lorry up the tiny mountain road, and it certainly would have helped if we had got round to cutting back the garden, completely overgrown garden over the steps, as you can see, before the removals. But the removals guys were absolute pros, and they're the best ever. I'm leaving the link to their website in the description because they really deserve a shout out. And when I say they're pros, I mean they had no mercy. They actually chucked the sofa out the window. Yeah, now you're going. Jesus. So now I have an old, moldy, non-renovated, but empty house, so there is some progress after all. I reluctantly got into my car and drove back to my current home. And with that, I'm going to leave you for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment or subscribe if you did. And I wish you a beautiful June. Bye bye.
You say take me on a treasure hunt.